I did it. We're going to do linguine with a pink shrimp sauce. It's just delicious and it's a real quick fix, but I better get to it or we're not going to be eating. All right, one sip of coffee first though. I've got some boiling water here and I'm going to get a pound, just a box, 16-ounce box of linguine. Drop it in here. Linguine is like the flat spaghetti. You could certainly use regular spaghetti noodles too. Not going to be a big deal. And always season your water when you're doing pasta. It's really only the only way to get a little flavor in there when it's cooking. Okay, so pink sauce. We're going to start with a couple tablespoons of tomato paste, and you've heard me talk about this before. This tomato paste in a tube rocks. Basically, every time you need a little bit of tomato paste to put it into sauces or soups or stews, you don't have to open one of those cans. You just squeeze it out like toothpaste. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. 2 tablespoons, I'd say that's 1. And I know I'm not squeezing from, Deb always gets mad. You're supposed to squeeze from the bottom. Is that how it is? I do that with my toothpaste too. I don't have time to worry about where to squeeze it from. Just get it in there. But if you do happen just to open one of those cans, what you can do with the rest of it is just freeze those little by the tablespoon in little baggies in the freezer, and that's another great way to, have tomato paste when you need it. So to my 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, I'm going to add a little bit of chicken stock, whisk that together, and I'm going to heat a little bit of olive oil in the pan and get that cooking just for a minute. So again, this is what's going to make this sauce a little bit pink. And if you didn't want to use, this is, you could do white wine or chicken stock in this, doesn't matter. About a half cup is what we've got going with the 2 tablespoons of the tomato paste. So in goes, standing back here, probably should have an apron on. It's a hot skillet. And we're just going to let that reduce down for a second. I'm also going to throw a little bit of garlic in here. 2 cloves of garlic. Just give it a rough chop and get it in there. And you know what happens when you use fresh garlic. In it goes. 30-second rule. Move it around so it doesn't burn. Oh, it smells so good. And now we've got some shrimp. Now, we're going to make a shrimp sauce, so we've actually got some other shrimp over here. So we're going to start with some shrimp, about a ½ pound, that we're going to start cooking here. And then we're going to puree that, and the sauce is just going to have lots of shrimp flavor. Do a little bit more of chicken stock or wine, just to get that going. There we go. And the minute that turns, I should say the second that turns pink, we're going to get this shrimp into the food processor, and we're going to puree it up a little bit, and that's what's going to give some great shrimp flavor. Let me check on my pasta. Okay, well, everything is hanging out, doing its thing, and our shrimp is just about there. Shrimp you don't want to overcook, for sure. I got to tell everybody about our book club meeting this week. Oh, my gosh. First of all, the book is amazing, so if you're looking for a great new fall read, you want to check out Leslie Kagan's Tomorrow River. She is a Milwaukee author, but she's a nationally known author, best-selling author on the New York Times bestseller list. She just happens to live in Milwaukee. And she actually came to the book club meeting Tuesday. Like I say, the book was fabulous. She is a hoot and a half. What a neat, refreshing personality. When she talks about getting her first book published, I think she tried 100 times and finally did it. Thank goodness. So anyway, just what a great time. We have so much fun. Oh, somebody's cell phone's on. Not sure whose that is. Deb, it's yours? Oh my gosh, that's pretty funny. We have a big rule in the studio that you turn your cell phone off before you get here. And I love it when Deb messes up. Just love it. Now I get to kid her about that forever and ever. Too funny. Okay, so I'm going to get the shrimp that started cooking here into my food processor, and I'm just going to puree it for just a second or so. Now I'm going to get some heavy cream in here, and here's where the red sauce that we've got going on is going to turn nice and pink. All right, that's what I'm looking for. Just wanted to do my shrimp. Pulse it just a little bit, and I I might have pulsed it a little bit too much, but you're going to get a great shrimp flavor in here. I'm going to add this back to the skillet. And this is just going to be yummy. And now we're going to put some whole shrimp in here too. Yum. So anyway, if you didn't get to the book club meeting and you haven't become a member of our book club yet, no big deal. You can always get in on this. Our next book club meeting is going to be November 17th, and we're going to put our book club pick, just keeping an eye on this sauce here, on our website, hopefully today. Another good one we're reading, but it's just so fun. Have some me time. So there's where our pink comes in. It's kind of a pink-orange. And now we're going to add the rest of the shrimp. And again, this is just so quick. It's kind of seems a little fancy, a little gourmet, but really easy. I mean, 5-10 minute fix here. And one of those rock star kind of meals where you're looking really great. So this is the rest of the shrimp. So we're going to have that, great shrimp flavor with the shrimp that I've minced up with the food processor, and then we're going to have the whole shrimp in here. I'm going to season with a little more salt and pepper because I got to do that. And then we're going to do some dried basil in here too. And I like a lot of basil, so we've got a good teaspoon or more. Just going to let that reduce down a little bit. It smells amazing. Yum. Bob would be all about this. This is one of those kind of date night dinners, No, I'm not going to be making this during the weeknight. I'm just like you, trying to, feed the family. That's more of my slow cooker kind of stuff that we do, or, big batch of soup or something like that, especially lately. Oh, my gosh. There's like one more activity added to our plate. I think I'm going to freak out. But anyway, this is kind of like on a, Friday night, want to do something special, or Saturday night, or invite the girlfriends over. Just something a little special. Great way to serve seafood because you're stretching your dollar. I love seafood. Seafood can be expensive. We're all watching our pennies. But if you, this basically recipe, you got basically a pound, maybe a pound and a half of shrimp, and then you're stretching it because we're serving it with pasta. So you can even, cut this down to even use a half pound, 3/4 of a pound of shrimp, and really stretch your dollar that way. And you don't have to get the big jumbo prawns, just whatever's on sale. So I love to serve seafood, but, don't want to be spending, $50 for dinner if I'm doing it at home. If I'm going out, that's a whole other story. But if I'm doing it at home, it's usually because I want to save some money. But more and more, I do love to go out, but I'm really treasuring those quiet nights that we do something special right at home. Maybe light a fire this time of year and just, take a breath. Okay, let me check my pasta. The book. Deb, have you started the book yet?
I have not.
Oh my gosh, this weekend. It takes the book club book, the Tomorrow River, so many twists and turns. It's like I'm reading it. I got up early to read it this week. I was rushing to finish it, story of my life. Because if I read it too much in advance, then I forget. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, what happened? But anyway, pasta's almost done. I'm just about ready to throw this together. But, oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe. It's like you're totally thinking it goes one way and then it goes another. I love that when that happens. Just going to chop up some parsley, just some flat leaf parsley. Got one little bad leaf. And we're good to go. I was downtown yesterday afternoon, I should say, on Broadway, and forgot that the farmer's market was going to be happening. And let me tell you, farmer's market was just packed and beautiful. So farmer's markets are still going. At least some of them are. And that one was in full swing. So take advantage of all the wonderful stuff that's out there right now. The squash and the pumpkins and the apples. And there's still all sorts of good stuff out there. Okay. All right. I think we're ready. Shrimp has turned pink. Sauce is looking wonderful. Yummy, 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 yummy. And this is where you kind of keep an eye on it. Add a little more cream if you want. I'm always okay with more cream. Add a little more chicken stock or wine. Sauce is beautiful. Shrimp is just pink. I just want to strain the pasta. And I'm cooked it al dente, being that we're going to throw it back into that pot, and it may cook another 30 seconds or so. And no one likes mushy pasta, so that way it's just got a little bit of bite to it. All right, into my pan, and dinner's almost done. Here we go. Stir that sauce around, coat every little last bit of it. Yum. Hey, don't forget to get us those, go get some pumpkins this weekend and start decorating them and carving them. We've got that big ultimate pumpkin contest going on. Go to our website, click on contest for more information on that. But that's kind of a fun one. If you put flowers in your pumpkin, if you put lights in your pumpkin, where's my plate? There it is. All right, big pumpkin blowout this weekend at Festival. So that's where they bring in all those pumpkins and they sell them really cheap. You might want to check that out. I'm actually going to the new store tonight in Swamico, the new Festival store. Been watching them build it, and I can't wait to check it out. It opens Friday, is what I understand, but I get a little sneak peek of it. I'll let you know how it is. Let you know what I think. Okay. Get some of that shrimp on there. Oh, yeah. A little bit of that sauce and then a little bit of parsley. We'll clean up this plate, and it'll look fabulous. There it is. It's my linguine with shrimp sauce. Recipe's on our website. You can also pick it up at any Festival Foods.